I guess one of the things that was most difficult for me to deal with were the children of those who were lost, or those who were injured to the point that they could no longer function as their children expected them to function. One young man could not cope with the fact that his father was crippled for life. He felt that was affecting his life. Now, his dad dealt with it pretty well. It was one of those permanent injuries that he couldn't avoid. But the young man just felt that Dad can't participate with me, he can't go out and be a part of. Other people's dads can walk and do these things, and mine can't. Within the years that I have, I think that the spouses and the children carry a much bigger load many times than the soldier himself, because they're there, they try to keep life going. I have a daughter-in-law who's the greatest Marine I know, because she's managed the house, she's managed the children, she's managed the affairs, she's very capable of doing it. And her reason for doing it are two. One, in her estimation, it's my duty. But secondly, she says, my husband needs to have his mind on what he's doing, not worrying about whether I've made the house payment or what we had for dinner tonight. I'm very proud of my son. I have two sons. I'm proud of both of them. The older son was not able to go with the Air Force because he had an eye condition from birth that kicked him out of flight school, and if he couldn't go to flight school, he said he would do other things. But our younger son is in the Marines. That's one of the things that he wanted to do. He always wanted to fly, so I had the I had the honor of commissioning him as a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps in 1995, and from there he went on to active duty, then to flight school. He was deployed 5 times. He was in Iraq twice, in Afghanistan a couple of times. He was in Djibouti, Africa, Kosovo. So when he would lose someone, it was quite a tragedy to him, and he wrestled with that. Of course, his mom and I had the same thoughts and ideas, but not like he did. I asked him the other day, I said, share with me some of the things you felt. So he sent me a list of some things that was bothering. First time I've ever received that. But one of the things he started with, he said, well, it started pretty early. His daughter, by the way, was youngest child, was 11 yesterday, and his son is 14. So when his son was about 4 years old, he was in school at Camp Lejeune, or in kindergarten at Camp Lejeune. And one of Mark's friends was killed in a crash, and his son was very good friends with their young daughter. So one day he comes home and he says, my friend didn't come to school today, and the teacher told me she had to move. Why was that? And his closing line was, we never told him. So how does a father who's asked by a son answer that question? And so he's carried that. That was about, that's been 12, 14 years ago, and he still carries that as one of his memories. One of the things that he was very, I don't know what the word is, he wasn't complimentary, but felt very, very strongly about, in all of his assignments, anytime a Marine was killed, the Marines tried to pick them up. And so he would say that he never knew a lot of the individuals by name or rank or circumstance. They would simply get a call, which they always dreaded to get, that this mission needed to be flown. And he said it was very somber missions, but it was a very honored mission for them in that they were able to be a part of this Marine's final ride home. So I'm Melvin Merrill. Had an Army career, was great. Here today on behalf of my son, Lieutenant Colonel Mark Merrill, U.S. Marines. I'm carrying him with many things that he's carried, has carried, and will continue to. Who are you carrying?